I am mad as the dickens.
Alright, so now we're back. What classes do you guys want to go to in the morning?
I want to go to Defense Against the Dark Arts class. I want to get there early so I can talk to my bros.
Alright. Let's see what else is going on. Cliff Edge. As you walk around the school in the morning, you notice that people are looking at you a little bit more than usual. You hear girls giggling behind you every once in a while, and you're not really sure what's going on. More people say hi to you than said hi to you the last time you were at school. And, you're generally feeling like everybody thinks you're a pretty cool guy.
I feel a little
Wait, a
embarrassed.
murder!
Are there any
Right.
restrictions on, like, which side we go into? I don't really know these classes too well.
Oh, so the classes are English, Science, Math, and Defense Against the Dark Arts. And we go to 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and you can't go to a class if another player has already gone to the class because it gets too temporally confusing. So so Oatmeal picked Defense Against the Dark Arts, and like if somebody else picks Science, then we'll do those 2 classes in the morning, and then we'll only have English and Math to pick from in the afternoon.
Okay, I will go to Mr. Nelson's class, whichever one that is.
That is Science.
Science.
All right.
I gotta find a
Anaka,
place to sit.
You walk into Science class, and everybody turns around and looks at you. Where do you want to sit?
I am going to take the risk to sit here.
Alright, you are going to need to roll to hold steady.
Okay, because of Unfazable Beauty, I get to use Hot.
Alright.
Okay.
Damn!
You are
Whoa.
amazing.
Welp.
You sit down, Tiffany Peril turns to you and says, "Hi, I'm Tiffany. You look cool. What's your name?"
Hi, I'm Annie. I'm just here. I just got to this school, so I'm kind of new trying to figure it out. Is this is science class, right?
She says, "Yeah, Mr. Nelson's totally boring, but I'm Tiffany, and this is my friend. These are my friends, Allison and Lily. Allison and Lily say hello, and they let you sit next to them right away, and they talk to you about the new school."
That's cool. Are they in the theater class?
Some of them are. Tiffany and Allison are in theater.
Okay, I talk some theater stuff too.
All right. She says, "Oh, are you taking theater? I'm taking theater too. I don't mean to brag, but outside of school, I do a little modeling work, and so I thought I would take theater class."
Oh, we should totally work together then. I'm looking more in the whole makeups and costuming side of theater, less on the acting and more on kind of the other things for the show. We should totally work that.
So you pull out your makeup, and she notices immediately how like high quality and expensive it is, and so she immediately likes you. She's like, "Oh my god, is that some brand name? What's the brand name of some expensive makeup?"
Larry?
Larry Brand. Is that Larry Brand makeup? Oh my god. Like, wow.
Oh, it's nothing, Sometimes you just need, for special projects.
Wow. And they like all look at you and they're like, "Oh, can you teach us? Can you teach us?"
Oh, absolutely.
You're so fabulous,
job.
Gharbad. You're beautiful.
Okay, Orville, you sit next to the goth kids. They say hello to you. Velvet
Say
says
hi,
Orville.
and then just sort of go back to drawing animes, like he does in every class.
So at some point during class, Velva looks over to you and she looks at your animes and she says she looks kind of she has like a strange expression on her face, like kind of sad but also kind of disgusted. And she looks at you and she's like, "Are you okay, Orville?"
But huh?
And she's like, "How have you been feeling since, everything?"
What?
Orville doesn't really think about things. He just kind of sits there and does whatever he wants to do. So he has no real point of reference for how have things been, because he doesn't think about the real world all that much.
So she realizes this as you are unable to answer, and she just looks really sad and looks wistfully down at her notebook and resumes taking notes, and just like you get the feeling that she feels like she takes responsibility for this in some way.
Well, Orville's maybe going to see if he can get any more insight on that, so he'll roll dark.
Alright.
Which is +1, because I'm a ghost. Ghosty ghost, I'm dead, and holy shit, it worked.
Alright, you remember some stuff. So previously you remembered that there was a ritual, right, and there was a knife. You also remember, you get the feeling that you've taken something from all of the goth students, including Lazarus, but also the 3 students right here. You feel like you have something that once belonged to them, but you don't remember the details of what that is exactly. But you feel like you took something from them, but the thing that you took from them was bad. It was something they didn't want.
Well, then he's going to, probably just realizing that, maybe project the blame for his death, or not necessarily death, because he's still not 100% sure what the hell's going on, onto them.
Alright.
And it works. But, let me see here.
Tell me some more about the blamed condition. What does all that mean?
It's just it's a ghost thing. You keep track of people you blame for your death. And then when you inevitably lash out at them, there are different rules for the lashing out physically against blamed people.
Alright, are you gonna feel angry at them because of this?
Yes.
Alright.
But he's still too withdrawn into everything to really express anger properly. He's just bottling everything up.
Alright, cool. Okay, because you have every right to be angry at them.
Since he rolled a 7 to 9, he's going to gain 1 harm and can't speak for the rest of the scene.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
There's downsides.
Well, that is the end of science class. Where did everybody else go? Defense Against the Dark Arts?
I
Yeah, that
haven't.
sounds right.
I was going to.
Oh, okay. So Vara, Lowell, and Cliff then would go to Defense Against the Dark Arts, and Vara... Vara, which class do you want to barge into nice and late?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, definitely.
Alright. So Cliff, you got there early, you said.
Yes, I did.
So you get in there before class, and before class starts, and do you go up to Mr. Forsyth?
No, I'm going to go up to him after class. I go to Jezebel and Matilda first, who obviously they would be the first to come to this class because...
Yeah, and they see you and they're like, dude! And they put their hands up for you to give them a high five.
And I give them a high five with my freshly bandaged hand, but it hurts.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I cleaned out and bandaged my hand, so I'm down to 1 harm.
Yeah, and so when Matilda sees that your hand is bandaged, she pulls her hand away and is like, "It's okay, you don't have to high five me."
I was just sort of so beside myself with excitement.
She's like, "You have my sentiments," and Jezebel looks at y'all and is like, "Man, we really did it, didn't we? Oh man, Cliff, you're so cool. That was so great. We're like real vampire hunters now."
Yeah, I guess.
Matilda is like, "Are you okay? You were really hurt. Did you have to go to the hospital? What? Are you okay?"
I'm pretty okay. I mean, I've still got this kind of burn from that nonsense, but he holds out his hand and it's all bandaged up. But it should be fine in a couple days.
They feel sorry for you, but they also think your injuries are totally cool.
So I hold out the ring that I picked up and point it,
and they're like, "Ooh!"
Sort of hold it up to Jezebel in particular and ask, can you pick up anything off of this? I just found it on the ashes.
She's like, "Oh, was this Damien's ring? Oh, maybe it opens." And she is gonna
Wait, can I sort of try to intuit something from it, like roll dark?
Yeah, you can roll dark to open it.
Yeah, let's do that. I fail, but I also level up.
Good job. All right, so while you're leveling up, Jezebel takes the ring and says, "That's not how you open it." And she flips a hidden mechanism, and the tiny coffin that is the gem of the ring lifts up. And well, I guess it's not that tiny because it's large enough that it holds inside it a tiny key.
Huh.
And she, upon pulling the key out, she gasps in surprise. She's so excited. She's like, "Oh my gosh, there's a key in this ring! There's a key!"
Let's keep that between us for now. In fact, Friday was kind of a big deal, so I think we should lay low for a little while.
And they're like, and Matilda's like, "But don't you want to know what the key unlocks? Oh my gosh, what could it even be? It could be all kinds of vampire secrets. I don't even know." Jezebel hands the ring and the key back to you.
I'm just gonna pocket it, and I think I just feel like we should lay low for a little while and wait for whatever heat to die down. I'm sure Damien had friends, and they're probably not going to be happy.
Little do you all know that Damien did not have any friends.
Like, I know Vlad wasn't his friend, so I'm like, Vlad clearly
sounds like such a friendly guy.
That sounds like a perfect villain. No repercussions for outright killing him.
No,
well,
maybe later, but we'll see. But no, all the NPCs you've met so far, none of them have liked Damien, so that's what I was referencing. Because nobody likes him. Okay, so you do that. You take the key back as other students. You hide the key and the ring as. Are you wearing the ring actually?
No, I'm keeping it in my pocket.
All right, so you hide that away as the other students file into class. You notice that Echo Tillman sits next to you and says, "Hi, Cliff," as she sits down.
Hi.
So Cliff, let's... Actually, I guess I should do a roll, unless you want to just outright say that you have a crush on Echo.
Yeah, we're just gonna say that.
Alright, so Cliff has a crush on Echo. So your super kawaii senpai sits down next to you and says hi, so you're gonna need to roll to hold steady.
You were worried I was gonna bang the teacher.
Let's change my name to Kawaii Senpai.
Was that Larry or Orville who asked that?
Yes.
Alright, you hold steady and you keep your cool.
Oh, by the way,
with
my level up, I'm going to add 1 to hot, so I now have +2 hot.
Damn.
I could have gotten rid of that negative to cold, but I feel like it's thematically appropriate.
Yep, you are the cutest boy in school.
Literally an anime.
Alright, so she said hi, you kept your cool and didn't embarrass yourself. What do you say?
So, Echo, I got invited to that party thing that Tiffany's doing this weekend. You want to come along?
Wow! You're really forward. Okay.
I don't know.
She said she's really surprised by this, and she blushes, and she's like, "Oh, Tiffany's party? I mean, I don't know if I want to hang out with all those popular girls, but if you're going, maybe. Let me think about it." She's smiling and blushing.
Great.
She looks
all right.
over. She looks over at Velvet, who seems to be laughing at you, and sort of she like gives a gesture to Echo like it's okay, and Echo is like, "Oh, okay."
Cliff does not fuck around. Vampire, kill it. Has crush on girl, ask out immediately.
Damn. All right. So let's see what else. So Lowell, you're sitting over here next to the kid. So you know some of these kids now.
Yeah,
You
I'm
sit
like
next to
half
Melissa.
acquainted with them. I was like,
Yeah, I mean
friend of a
enough that
friend.
they say hello as you pass by.
Yeah.
Do you talk to them at all?
I suppose I try strike up a conversation with Smoking Girl and be like, so
All right.
I haven't seen
yeah,
you
Melissa
since-
says, "Hey, what happened after the concert? You guys just disappeared."
It's a bit of a scuffle, just kind of winding down with some drinks and silence. Really, not much. I haven't exactly seen Vara since that, though. Have you?
Oh, no, I haven't. Although I heard that after the concert, that Cliff kid got into a big fight.
Really?
Everyone's talking about it, yeah.
Haven't heard anything about that. What happened?
Well, I don't know the details, but I heard that he beat up Damien Cervantes, and now Damien has to switch schools.
You really think a puny kid like that could do that kind of thing? Damien.
She's smiling as she talks about it, and she goes, "I don't care how he did it. I'm just glad that Damien's gone. He was a douche, a really sexy douche, but still." And some of the other girls that are next to Melissa turn around and they're like, "Damien." They're like, "Damien was so dreamy. What do you mean he's gone?" And she's like, "Yeah, I heard he changed schools out of shame and disappointment or something." And they're like, so they continue gossiping about it. Melissa's glad Damien is gone, but most of the girls in school are not because they like looking at Damien. But they also think the Cliff is really cool because he got in a fight and won. Then Vara comes in.
Cool.
What's up, bitches? I mean, where my pog?
You're way over here. There.
Ah,
You're in your math class, I think.
I got it. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, you sit down.
I come in like a loud mess like usual and sit down next to Lowell.
Mr. Forsyth only briefly pauses his lecture as you come in, and then continues. What is he lecturing about today in Defense Against the Dark Arts? He's going to be talking about different types of poisons. So he's writing on the board different ingredients for different poisons.
That sounds boring. What's up, Lowell, you dick?
Where have you been? Like, we had a bunch of drinks at my place. You were gone the next morning. I haven't seen you since.
Ah, I got hella grounded. I got werewolf grounded.
Not werewolf grounded.
Yes, werewolf grounded. My dad was seriously pissed.
Shit, if I had known, I would have tried to do something.
It's alright, man. You know, sometimes I just gotta work out shit with my old man the old-fashioned way. You know how it is.
What's the deal with him and Fenris?
Man, he's all trying to defend him because he's got the hots for his mom. I hope this whole thing ends soon and blows over so we get things back to normal.
What if it doesn't?
Speaking of Fenris, we need to beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I
I've
forgot to
already
give
got-
Fenris the condition perv. Hold on.
I've already got him penciled in for like 2:30, but I could fit in another one there.
I pull out a tiny scheduling book where I write my beatdowns. Yeah, I've got him around 3. I can move that forward, I think, to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Good. I'm glad we had this meeting.
My people will call your people.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
Oh my god.
let's beat the crap out of him. He tried to pin that prank on me yesterday. He apparently wrote my name on the floor in super glue so they would think that I did it because every super genius criminal signs their work.
Fenris did that.
Fenris is not really good at this.
That was a pretty smart move of him. That's all I'm gonna give him.
Was it? Because honestly, if I had done it, do you think I would have signed my name?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Consider.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
I would have signed Fenris's name. Come on.
Fenris is also in Defense Against the Dark Arts class with you, and he does also come in late. Actually, let's say that he comes in after Vara.
Oh my god, I love that icon. That's such a good perv icon.
A grasping hand.
Yes.
So he comes in and sits down and looks at you uneasily across the room.
Just stare at him.
50 feet away.
The laser stairs.
We just glare at him, and then we go back to talking in hushed voices so the teacher can't hear us about how we're going to beat the snot out of Fenris.
Get back to the business meeting.
Business meeting! Business is open. Open for business.
Business is open for business.
I got some business for your business.
Vara, do you talk to anyone else?
Business.
I'm gonna give you the business.
It's business. It's business time.
I pass a flirty note to Melissa.
Alright, what does it say?
It's like, hey
It's
girl,
business.
I got some business for your business.
She
No,
writes back.
it's
She writes
like-
back. Why did you leave last Friday night after the concert?
And I write like, girl, I had a great time, but you just know how some things can go down sometimes, and I had to go, but we should do it again sometime.
Roll hot.
Do you
Hell
write it
yeah.
in that voice?
Yeah, I do.
Can
Like,
you
I
say
just imagine-
sometimes a couple more times?
I imagine Vara just writing the
Alright.
note and just kind of like nodding her head along as she writes the words.
Yeah, she's like jutting her chin out and nodding and like, this is sexy. This is fly. This girl gonna love this letter. I draw like a crooked heart at the bottom.
Alright.
Just like the shittiest heart.
So she buys it. She's convinced. So she's not upset with you about ditching anymore. And so she smiles at you and says, "Yeah." And she says, "I don't know if there's any concerts that are going to be happening this weekend, but we can find out later in the week."
Yeah, girl, I'm down with that. There's the super awesome drawing that she puts in the note.
Nice. I like how the fact that you are restricted to using a mouse makes you draw like Vara would actually draw. Alright. So the lecture draws to an end, and the bell rings, and Mr. Forsyth asks if he can talk to Cliff after class, as all of you are dismissed for lunch.
Sure.
So all the other students leave, except Matilda and Jezebel say that they're going to wait for you right outside. And they're going to obviously be trying to listen in to what's happening. But so Forsyth he says, "Cliff, I'm glad you came. I'm so sorry that I didn't take you seriously before."
Well, it went about as well as it could have asked, I guess.
And he says, "Look, I underestimated you, Cliff Edge. I thought you were just some famous dude's son, and I let that get in the way of acknowledging that you have a true talent for vampire hunting."
It was just a can of hairspray, dude.
I think Cliff needs to roll for hot.
No.
I think Mr.
Oh.
Forsyth needs to roll for hot.
No.
It was just a can of hairspray, dude.
And
It
and he
didn't
says,
even
"But
go
it's
that
that
well.
kind
Look
of
at my hand."
resourcefulness." And he looks at you and he says, "No, you did much better than you thought. I was certain as soon as I realized that something had happened that you were done for. And but you made it out. And not only did you make it out, but you made it out victorious." And he says, "I think that you are really cut out to be a vampire hunter. You have a lot of potential. And in Defense Against the Dark Arts Club after school, if I would really appreciate, I would really like the opportunity to mentor you further as a potential vampire hunter."
Sure.
And he says, a lot of the students have rumors about why I'm here and what I've done in my past, and I can't talk about them here in the school. But I can't talk to them here during the school day when people might be listening. But I have the ability to teach you to hone your skills and improve your ability to protect yourself in the future. I also have more information about the vampire that you killed, if you're interested.
Oh, yes, I'm interested.
And he says, "Well, then come to Defense Against the Dark Arts class after school.
Yes, I will go to there.
All right. You head out then. And you go Cliff, you go to lunch. And what is happening?
Orville drew an anime.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Well, that's certainly a thing.
Well, I guess since he couldn't talk the whole class.
Oh yeah, I guess so. You couldn't talk, so you drew this. It took you 50 minutes to draw this.
It shows.
Beautiful piece of art. Alright, gather your pogs and let's go to lunch.
Orville, where are you? Oh, you're typing
sorry,
in the
I
chat.
was tabbed out to type in the chat.
Orville Redenbacher. Where's your popcorn now?
Hey, Divac, I'm going to send you a secret message.
Alright. You guys arrive in the lunchroom. Fenris, Fenris's pog has a different condition on him left over from last time. But whatever, he's still a perv. And you enter the lunchroom. Everyone is sitting around. Who are we going to sit with today? Let's see. First of all, Cliff Edge. You enter the cafeteria with a newfound sense of popularity. You feel like you could sit with whoever you wanted if you really wanted to sit with somebody else this lunch period.
Yeah, but we all know I won't. So what's for lunch today?
Oh man, for lunch today is burritos.
That's okay.
No, they're really
it's
shitty.
Monday hot dogs, Tuesday tacos, Wednesday hamburgers and chocolate milk. Thursday's sloppy joes and burritos in a bag.
In real life, Larry lives in an elementary school.
Well, Friday's pizza day.
That's
Best
a
day of the
given.
week.
No, Friday is fish nuggets and macaroni and cheese.
All the kids would line up super early just to eat.
Oh my god.
More food, sir.
Alright, so Cliff, as you walk across, you notice that there is an empty table in the very back where Damien used to sit. It's empty.
I feel a little self-satisfied seeing that table back there.
That guy was a dick.
He was a dick.
Dick.
I'm gonna give you the condition pumped.
Yes, I'm pumped.
You are pumped! Matilda and Jezebel say hello to you as you sit down, and they say, so why did Forsyth want to see you after class?
He's gonna be taking me under his wing, it seems.
And they're like, what? So he really is a vampire hunter?
Maybe? He wouldn't really be, he wasn't too specific.
And they're like looking into it like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was legit. Man, he has no business being in this school.
Well, if nothing else, maybe this'll help next time I don't burn my hand off.
And they're like, oh man, Cliff, if you become a real vampire hunter, then you have to take us along and we can go on all kinds of vampire hunting adventures. It'll be great.
Well, of course. You guys are my team now. We did pretty good on Friday.
Oh man. Matilda is really jazzed, and Jezebel says, we should have a team name for ourselves, Cliff.
You get on that.
No fun.
Alright, that means that you know that it's either OatmealRaisin thinks of a name for the group, or Devious Vacuum thinks of a name for the group.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'll help you out, DVAC.
All right. So they
so-
start thinking what kind of name they're going to name their group.
So, since obviously Jezebel is probably playing with her magic crystal ball collection,
Mm-hmm.
Cliff sort of points it out and says, "So, where'd you learn to do that?"
So she says, "Oh, you mean to look to use my dark powers to gaze into the crystal."
Right, that thing that you do.
Gharbad's still messaging me. The Cliff's Edge vampire hunting group. That's worse than Taps, which is what I was gonna go.
That's like some Dave Matthews Band shit right there. It's the Dave Matthews Band of
The
vampire hunters.
educators.
The
Jesus
executioners.
Oh my god.
Simon and the Belmonts.
Also, you're a band.
You know, that's what it is now. That's what it
Also,
has
we're
to
a
be.
band.
Yep, that's what it's called now.
Simon and
and the
Belmonts.
Belmonts. I'm writing this down. All right. So she says, well, I inherited these crystals from my grandmother, who was also a psychic, and she taught me how to use them. But when she passed away a few years ago, I started going to the magic shop in downtown, in the bad part of town, and there is the lady there, who I haven't named yet. Taught me how to use them better and how to hone my abilities.
Oh, wow.
What's a good magic shop owner's name? Esmeralda. Esmeralda.
So, you're a psychic.
And she says, I have some powers. She goes, I'm still learning. I don't know the full extent of my powers, but I've used them sometimes to help people, and that makes me feel good.
Well, I mean, you gave us some pretty good insight that Damien would be alone, except for foreign kids, so, I mean, you can't be that amateur, I suppose.
And she's... Roll for hot!
Yes! Give me that XP!
Come on.
Okay, Jezebel is really flattered.
And
that
I get
you
a
think
string on her.
That you think that her David Bowie labyrinth crystal ball stuff is her ball manipulation is expert. and she says, man, she is just like, I mean, you completely turned her on with that, so she's gonna wink at you and be like, these aren't the only balls I know how to manipulate.
What?
He looks over
Yikes.
to Matilda. So, I mean, what's your story? You were the one who sort of got Damien's whole schedule memorized, pretty much.
Matilda says, oh, well, I've always known since I was very young that I was destined to vanquish evil. And I was as soon as we began to suspect that Damien was a vampire, we immediately began taking copious notes on him, which is why I have several spiral notebooks full of notes about Damien. Ignore the anime drawings of him as well, with big muscles and sparkles and shit. And she's like showing you the notebook to like drive home her point, and it falls open, and a picture of Damien as a Bishi anime boy is the page that it opens to, and she goes, never mind that. And she says, vampires are totally real, and I knew that when I would find one, I could, that it needed to be vanquished, and sometimes we must, Cliff, sometimes we must purge things from the world because they should not exist.